single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey. So, I'm out here just cooking dinner, like, back at camp and everything. And, when you're cooking food, because I ain't gonna lie, when we're out here, although we're off grid, although we, we camp, we're intense and we don't have very much. Our entire life fits in the back of a pickup truck, right? We eat like gourmet out here, you know? I mean, like, I cook all sorts. Right now, we're gonna be having wonderful, vegan burritos for dinner tonight, and then we're gonna have, like, of course, like some tea and biscuits afterwards as well. But anywho, and so I'm just thinking, like, we eat really, 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 really well out here, and it just, my thoughts will go into a lot of things when I am cooking or doing things such as that. And one of the thoughts I was having was simply, I love my environment. I love sleeping so close to the earth. I love nature. I love the trees. I love hearing the crickets, and the bugs. And I love, this is my landscape right here, just going around. This is what it is. It's just on the mountainside. It's quiet. The sun is setting. It's beautiful. And I love being here. And then I went back into my old self, when I was asleep still. And I thought, I couldn't stand being in nature for very long. Like, I really enjoyed it, but I was like a lot of other people. Like, I couldn't camp like this for so long. I'd need a motorhome or an RV or some sort of house structure with walls that I couldn't blow over with the wind. I couldn't imagine, like, pooping in the woods and being everywhere and bathing at a creek, in fresh, cold-ass water, but fresh water, every day. Like, I couldn't imagine doing these things. But what I did enjoy was I liked being in a house. I liked being near concrete cities. I remember I didn't like being around mountains for so long because I grew up in the mountains as a kid, and I didn't like it. I was like, it's so boring, right? And I associated the mountains with that. And, things that were fun for me were, going to the movies, going out for dinner, going to a basketball game, paying ridiculous amounts of money to go see a basketball game. Jesus, Weezus. Anyway, just going to the mall, going shopping, going out to restaurants to eat with friends, those kinds of things. That's what I liked. And I'm like, but I was in a status of death. I was in a status of such ill health. I could barely walk up the stairs without panting. I could barely walk anywhere. Like, 30 minutes walk was just like, oh shit, that's my legs are killing me. I couldn't lift very much. My husband, he'd do all the heavy lifting. I was so weak. I was so frail. I was so disease-ridden. But I liked that environment that kept me ill. So right now I'm healthy. I'm full of life. I'm full of energy. I'm full of love. I'm full of development. I'm full of progression. I'm full of life, but I'm in no way near the environment I was before. So anyway, after 4 minutes of blabbering on, the point I'm trying to make is, when you are sick, you are comfortable in the environment that makes you sick, right? When you are healthy, you are comfortable in the environment that makes you healthy. So if you don't like the things that make you healthy, then you really actually real sick, right? This is going out to those individuals who, who think that just because they have a gym membership and I eat salads with every meal, that they think that they're healthy. But if you like concrete, if you like a lot of the material things that aren't found naturally in nature, you are within death and decay, because concrete is dead. Material things that have been man-made are dead. They're not alive. So if these things are what excite you and bring you joy, then you kind of got to think, wait a second, what's going on here? Because when you're really healthy, you can't stand it. You can't stand being around decay and death and things that aren't alive. This is what brings you life. This is what brings you happiness. This is what brings you peace, right? So I just want you to think about that. If you're ever kind of struggling to think like, why does this feel so wrong? Why does my life not work out the way I want it to be? Why do I feel this way? Well, because death doesn't feel good, but life does. Life feels real good, right? So anyway, those are just my in-between making dinner while the rice is cooking for my burritos thoughts. Maybe I'll come back with more of my dinner thoughts. Alrighty.